Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Lewis here with Nuke the Fridge. We have Diego Tinoco. That's the right pronunciation, correct? I don't want to.
Perfect. That was
All
perfect.
right.
Nobody gets it right ever. You got it right.
Hey, we do our research here, man. So you know what?
Yeah, I love it. I
And I
love it.
also I also researched, and you have the best eyebrows in Hollywood.
I appreciate it. I owe it to my mother. Good genes.
Awesome, buddy. So you play Nero here, man. And I really enjoyed the film. A lot of VFX, a lot of martial arts and stuff like that. Could you talk a little bit about bringing this character to life? Is it was it all you? What kind of direction did you get?
Yeah, I mean, look, mentally, yeah, it was a lot of collaborating and a lot of ideas with the director. I did a lot of homework, watched the original anime, watched the original manga, dove into, his mannerisms, the behavior, the behavioral patterns, his history, why he does everything, why he does what he does. So that was, obviously on the actor, right, to do his homework and show up to set.
Right.
And then as far as the physicality, I mean, I owe most of that to Andy Chang, right? Andy Chang working with Marvel, working with Jackie Chan. He showed us a lot of the choreography, put us through some, really extensive training. And yeah, everything you see in that movie as far as the movement and the fight scenes, all Andy Chang right there.
Have you ever encountered that kind of training before? Because I'm not exaggerating. The martial arts in here are off the hook, bro. Like,
no, I mean, no, I think over the pandemic, over the 2020 pandemic, I think I was hitting the boxing gym and I was doing jujitsu, private lessons. And but that martial art, I think it's a little different from this one. I think this is more, this is like very cinematic martial arts, right? But personally, no, I've never done something like this, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully I get to do it again.
Oh, I think you will, man. This is just the beginning of your career. You're a young guy, man, young tiger right there. There was a lot of CGI too, but you got a chance to act through not only CGI but amazing costumes. Right? Could you talk a little bit about that experience? Have you ever worked with that amount of costuming?
No, I haven't worked with that amount. I'm used to, my last show, I'm used to like Dickies and long socks and tank tops, right? So on this project, it was I was one of the last to be casted on this project, and because of that, we didn't have the sufficient time to make my armor out of the same ultra lightweight material that everybody else's armor was made out of. So when I'm putting on my armor on set, I'm like sweating, I'm out of breath. I'm looking around, I'm like, why is everyone like, why is this so easy for everybody? And then I get one of the stunt guys come up to me and he's like, dude, you're a trooper. I was like, what do you mean I'm a trooper? He's like, well, your suit is like the only one that weighs 40 pounds, bro. And I was like, oh man. I was like, all right,
They
welcome.
always give the Latino the hard, heavy work, right? Oh my God. But you kicked ass for that. You've been a big advocate actually of being Latino and being front and center in Hollywood. What kind of advice would you give to the up and comers, even younger lads than yourself?
Up and comers who want to break into the film industry?
Yes, sir.
Well, whether if it's for directing, producing, writing, I think the best, even for acting, right? I think the best advice I could possibly give for somebody trying to break into that is treat it like an actual career, treat it like work. Wake up at 8 a.m., be in your office, be in your creative space by 9 a.m., be out of there by 5 p.m., right? Because you got to maintain your social life, your mental health, and all that. But treat it like a job. Show up for it. If you show up for it, it'll show up for you, right? So you got to stay committed. You got to stay motivated. You got to stay hungry, and you got to stay learning, creating, and digesting movies, cinema, art, scripts, all of that. And like I said, treat it like a job, right? I think most people, we kind of give like this bad reputation to a job, right? It's like, oh, my job this, my job that. And it's like, well, treat it like if this is what you really love, treat it like a job, and you can love your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, I couldn't choose a better career. This is what I want to do when I'm 90 years old, and hopefully, hopefully I'll be there.
Well, you got a lot of time for that. The reason I asked that question too is because there was a report recently that Hispanic numbers of representation in Hollywood is actually shrinking. With NXCU, you did such a great job here. May 12th, next week is the day, man.
Yeah.
Theaters. Have you been able to watch it with a large amount of people? I know you rocked WonderCon over there in Anaheim the other time.
I watched it in Japan. I flew my mom out there and we watched it in Japan, and it was such a beautiful moment. You know, it's my first movie, right, on the big screen, and to be working with, you know, such a big company like Sony, it's just such an honor. But that was, you know, that was a very beautiful and surreal moment.
Could you suggest last question? Because damn, I'm out of time. But yeah, I know you're in big demand. But my last question is, you know, Knights of the Zodiac, based on manga, anime, right? Could you suggest where to start with that, or is there an issue people could get, you know, more acquainted? What do you suggest?
Yeah, I mean, if whoever's going to break into watching anime as a whole, I think, you know, one of the most obvious, at least one of the most special ones for myself, was Dragon Ball Z, right? I
Yeah.
mean, this isn't just anime. This isn't just characters and cartoons. These are characters with powerful messages, very inspiring stories. And I think we can all learn from these characters and from these stories. And I think there's something to take from each and every anime, and truly adapt that into our own lives, and carry on these messages, right? And I think I think it's a beautiful thing. And hopefully, you know, I'm hoping that that's what we portrayed in this movie, in the live action adaptation.
Yeah, do not sleep on this next week, actually, the 12th
Yeah.
of May, and then grab it on video, grab it everywhere, support this guy. He's awesome. Thank you very much. Hopefully I'll get to interview in your next one, okay?
Thank you so
Thank you, buddy.
much. I
Bye-bye.
appreciate the support. Thank you.
Nos vemos. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.